Hey, Lucinda, guess what?
What?
We're cooking again.
Again.
Yeah, Jasper even meowed. He's excited.
Cool.
Guess what it is? Not gumbo, we're still waiting on that.
Is it banana pudding?
Second part of banana pudding. We need 2 very ripe bananas. And we're taking half a cup of sugar, dropping it in. Cover them bananas like they have to put on some sunblock so they don't get burnt. Get your milk. How much milk?
2/3 of a cup.
2/3 of a cup. So those bananas can go for a swim. 3 large egg yolks, go for a swim. So don't get a little salty with us, but we're about to salt the bananas. With how much salt?
A half a teaspoon of kosher salt.
Starch. Not for your shirts, folks. For this part of the pudding. How much?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. About to get zingy. Pour it into a pot. Now it's gonna be whiskey business here, folks. We gotta keep whisking this on medium to low heat for how long?
Till it looks like cement.
Till it looks like cement. What?
Get real fast.
So what she said is you gotta keep it moving until it comes to a boil. And then it'll get to whiskey business. In the meantime, go clean that blender.
You're gonna need it again. Jenna had to take an important phone call, so you were going to be stuck with me. While Jenna was whisking, I cleaned the blender and added 3 tablespoons of butter to the blender. It will sit here and wait. Waiting for this to boil, giving it an occasional stir. See, happy banana for later. We're gonna whisk, and whisk. I'm so bored, I'm whisking circling. Ooh, it's starting to get a little thicker. You just can't tell yet. So, this recipe actually calls for 20 drops of yellow food coloring to give it that vibrant yellow banana pudding color. We're not doing that. So, it may not look yellowy, but it'll have all of that banana taste. And it will be tasty. Why add chemicals to make it yellow when you can just enjoy bananas in their purest form? Smashed and pureed and cooked over heat as God had intended them. So one thing about sitting here waiting for this to boil and stirring it so it doesn't scald is contemplating life and its decisions and what is the meaning of life. Rufus would tell me the meaning of life is cheese. And while he's not completely wrong, he might be slightly wrong. It's not the meaning, but it is what makes life grand. And if you are lactose intolerant, my apologies for your body hating you. So the real question is, how many of my ponderings is Jenna gonna use? And how many are gonna hit the cutting room floor because she's gonna be like, that was stupid, Lucinda, you can't tell my audience that. She's on a video call. It was very important. So she had to take it. And now you're stuck with me, as I had aforementioned. Would you like to see how we're coming? Here we have our pudding. It's still not boiling yet. But it looks ever so slightly like it might start. Bubble! Bubble! My bubbles. Here we have the pudding. Still not boiling yet, but it's getting thicker. See the steam? Oh, it's a bubble! My bubble! My bubbles! Bubbles! We're getting there. Look! Bubbles! Crikey! My bubble! My bubble! My bubble! Now, it's gonna start boiling, hopefully soon, and then you're going to stir vigorously. Vigorously. Vigorously! Oh look! It's boiling! Bubbling! Yeah, whatever. Now we stir so it doesn't clump for 2 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. Okay, I have to go away because I can't do both at the same time. So friends, took it off the heat. It's nice and thick. We have just made banana pastry cream. Woo, woo, woo. And now we're going to pour this really hot stuff into the blender with the cold butter to help it cool down, and then we're going to blend it. And again, I can't show you do this because I kind of need both hands. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. See you soon. Okay, so pudding. It's in there. It's hot. It's over the butter. Make sure you put on the lid. Oh, look, I have pudding on my shirt. So it's currently banana custard. We're gonna make it go for a spin. You might need to scrape down the side of the bowl here, or the blender. The important thing is to make this all one homogeneous mixture. As you can see, we have a nice homogenized mixture. It's still very hot, so you're gonna pour it into a refrigerator heat safe container and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes until it's completely cooled. What you can't smell, because smell-o-vision isn't a thing yet, is this smells like really warm, freshly baked banana bread. But Lucinda, I don't have a heat safe container to put it in the fridge. Just put it in the blender. Let's clean up. Once it's cooled, we are going to make some whipped cream. It's gonna be great, but we're gonna wait for Jenna because this has to cool, and maybe her phone call will be done. If you have been bored out of your mind because my video is not nearly as great and grand and hilarious as Jenna's, I'm sorry. I'm just the eye candy, I'm not the talent. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you did want the bright yellow banana pudding color, you would have added your 20 drops of food coloring in with the butter when it was zinging then. But who says banana pudding has to be yellow? Go crazy. Really mess with people's head. Make red banana pudding. Or pink for banana pudding. Red and green for Christmas. Red for Valentine's Day. Bright orange for Halloween. Red, white, and blue. Because why not? Go America. Yeah. Have fun with it.
So I'm back.
Yep.
And we're going to put this in the fridge.
Yep.
For?
30 to 60 minutes. Or until it's cool.
Like me.
Cooler.
So, we're back from church. And it's set up. I thought you were going to put it over my head. So we put heavy whipping cream, 3/4 of a cup, in the second mixing bowl. 1 cup of
Confectioner sugar.
AKA powdered sugar. We're about to get some whiskey business once again, folks. We start to whisk, 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 whisk. For how long?
So you get medium soft peaks.
You heard it here, folks. If you didn't get your biceps in, this will really get it in for the day. So the key is to have a Lucinda to pass it off to when it starts to get to the point that you just can't whip it anymore. What is this going on? Soft?
Medium soft. It holds, but not completely.
What does that mean? So we go back to this, and Lucinda's going to give it a stir to, as she says, loosen it up. You know, I think this works for life, too. Sometimes, when you just need to loosen up...
Hand Lucinda a spatula?
No, you just need to, like, you know, spin in a couple circles, stir up the life a little bit.
A little bit in.
And then you just, you know, fold it. Fold in. Fold it in, David. How do you fold it in?
You lift from the bottom and drop it on top.
You know, you just fold it. How do you fold in the cheese, Lucinda?
You don't fold in cheese into banana pudding.
Well, how do you fold in the bananas, Lucinda? So, sometimes mess-ups happen. Probably in the folding, maybe in the whipping. So we're going to try again. I'm eating the mess up.